live streaming myself on my website. I don't know where I am. Ooh. L-O-E-S-E-M. Is it this one? Yep. And so I'm here at the bottom. When I click, I'm here. We build everything vertical. Okay. So this is what people see on a desktop. 5% of the people. This is what people see on a smartphone. 95% of the people attending a live stream. And so people from there will then be able to see the product, shop the product. We have the inventory in real time, blah, blah, blah. Everything is pulled. All the data is pulled from Shopify. So there's nothing to do ahead of going live. Just go live. Bring the product into the live stream if you want to bring more product into the live stream, and moderate, chat, and that's all. And one more thing, but the key thing for you today is about Facebook. So normally a demo is always a nightmare. So please bear with me if it's shitty.
Very good. I've seen enough demos in my life. I know.
So you see here, we're on Facebook, and you see the product here. So just imagine on a smartphone how it works. Oh, I never tried to do that. Does it make a smartphone view? No, Facebook is not that smart. Anyway, and so
sorry, go on.
Yeah, just imagine that. So when you are on your Shopify and you say display the product here. So you only manage one Shopify. There's only one live manager here. So from this live manager, you follow the metrics on Facebook, you follow the chat on Facebook, and you display the product. And when you display that product, then on Facebook, people will see that product. And people, you see, will be able then to add to cart on Facebook and shop on Facebook. And when I say shop on Facebook, it's because behind we put the Shopify checkout.
Got it.
And so
yeah, it can happen on Facebook, but can it happen on Instagram or no?
Instagram will be open by Q4. So Meta is working on it. They will give us the API later this year. They start with Facebook and they are working on Instagram today.
Why aren't they just doing it themselves?
Why not? Because they failed 2 years ago when they pretend that they would be an e-commerce platform, and they stopped to pretend they are an e-commerce platform. Now they really assume that they are an ads marketing and ads platform. And so to be able to do that, you got to put live ads. You cannot do that without live ads, Matt. And so for them, the deal is clear: is you put $1,000 on this live stream, and not only I will enable the add to cart on the live stream, but I will then pull 1 million audience back to your account. And so they stop to mess around with the checkout, and they say, okay, Guillaume, make the checkout for Shopify stores. Okay, we'll do that. Yes, boss. Okay. So it's actually what they bring back to the market is a paid marketing channel,
Yep.
Is a live marketing channel, nothing more than that. And after you can yourself bring who you want to make to host the live stream, whatever it's your own, people hosting live streams, or it's the brand, content creator, whatsoever. It belongs to you.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay. Seems interesting. So basically, I think earlier in the call, you were kind of saying it's very different than TikTok. Like it's a lot, like on e-commerce on Shopify, you're doing like a lot of founder-led live streams, which won't make any sense for us because our brands are too big for founders to be spending their time live streaming. And I think the kind of thing that we've seen is like once founders live stream, like they can never get anybody else to successfully do it. Like it's just only them that can perform.
Yeah.
Why is it why do you think that only founders can kind of convert people on D2C?
No. I mean, this is our own history. What I'm saying is not a rule in the US. Absolutely not. It's because we've been doing great things with the apparel and fashion boutique industry, and we're doing great things with mid-sized D2C brands, cosmetic, and those people, they are mostly founder-driven. And so, over the last few years, we've been much more exposed to founder-led, company versus D2C brands. But after, we have a lot of D2C as well, and they're making great use of the platform. And the founder, you will never see the founder on the live stream. So when dermatology goes live, he bring in a facialist or a dermatologist, and that lady will then host 2 hours of live stream, answers a million of questions, and make 25K in 2 hours. And they're very happy with that. But you will never see the face of dermatology founder, for sure not. That's not going to happen.
Makes sense. Would you believe that the content needs to be differentiated, or like through OBS, do you think that I can be porting what is like a TikTok stream onto the D2C site and then tagging products there?
I don't know. I think it's a little bit too early to gauge the interest of the Facebook audience. And I don't know how the Facebook audience will react firsthand with the new value prop. And so it's probably you will have to with your brand to take some risk in a way and say, okay, we know TikTok Shop and the dynamic of TikTok Shop is this one. There's a lot of, energy, and we repeat over every hour the same. I mean, will that work? Copy paste exactly the same on Facebook? I'm not sure. I don't know. But I think
we don't think that. We're not very like loop based actually. Okay. I know a lot of agencies are, and I know a lot of the ones that come from China are. That's kind of like something more specifically that I feel like our brands don't want. We don't believe that like the Western consumer really resonates well with like a hard sell. But I guess the question is just because basically, I mean, we get long watch times on our streams. Like what the thing that I think about is like, okay, we're taking this stream, which our streams look really great. They're polished. It's running on TikTok Shop, and there's like good UI UX there that you can like shop, like on TikTok. But then if we also take those stream keys and we port them through you guys to Avoy.com, right? Or one of my brands, which is a Shopify brand. Does that have anything to do with Facebook, or is it's just now on Shopify, and it's leveraging like whatever traffic is basically coming to that homepage, right?
Which is the case of most of our clients today. I mean, they're first and foremost on Shopify, yeah, and they're leveraging their own audience and own customer base to bring traffic to their Shopify.
Right. So if I then or if I put it on Kitsch, right? Kitsch probably has a ton of traffic. It's probably pretty close to $1 billion company right now.
Yeah.
Basically, I would just be talking through like a series of different products. The experience would look fine, especially if I could port it without the UI UX of TikTok. And then I just need to be tagging products in a different way on the website, right?
Why do you say tagging the product a different way on the website? What do you mean?
Well, like on TikTok, we're actively pinning product, right? Like the product we're talking about, but like those pins aren't going to automatically pull up the right product on Shopify.
No, that will. That's the way it works actually. So here, when I'm live streaming on from this page, and when I control the live stream from this page, for the classic Varsity top, when I pin that product, it's then visible at the bottom of the screen here, and everyone will be engaged with the same product at the same moment. Everyone will see that you're talking about that product.
Right, but what I'm saying is I just need to be able to do it for TikTok and this at the same time. So basically, like when I pin it on TikTok, it's not going to pin it on Shopify. No. So I basically need like 2 moderators or savvy moderators, some tech on my end to connect these things, so it's pinning the same products.
No, correct. I misunderstood, but that's the point. And so the friction that we remove is that we now manage the pinning product on Meta from this platform. So when Instagram will be available, that means that from Live Me Up, at the same time, you will pin the product on Shopify, on Facebook, and on Instagram.
Got it. The big things I probably need to think about are basically from a technical perspective, this works fine. I just take OBS stream key and I'm running the same stream simultaneously to TikTok and this. The bigger things that I need to think about is like how I pin product effectively, which that doesn't seem too hard. There's a way to like if the value you get from D2C works, it makes sense to like at the most expensive option have a different moderator that's moderating the stream. The bigger issues are probably thinking about like price disparity. Like there may be a very different value on TikTok than there is on Shopify.
Correct.
There's some host training and stuff there, ways that we talk about the product. And then chat would be the other thing on the live stream to D2C. Is is it live chat? Is there a back and forth, or is it just a one-way stream talking about products, but there is no communication from the customer?
I mean, the chat is in real time within the video. So, I mean, the people, the chat, and the hosts see that and answer to the chat. So, it's the same as on TikTok. It works exactly the same way.
So there's basically two chats to manage as well. There's the D2C chat and the TikTok chat.
Correct.
Cool. Or I sell these as different services. It's just like two fully different like setups, and like you differentiate the content on what happens on the website and what happens.
That's Matt, that's the conversation we have with brands today. It's that they won't make one live fits all. They will make a TikTok shop kind of live stream, that the one they're doing today, and then they will make a different kind of content for the D2C and the Meta.
Yeah. Okay. What are like the most successful use cases so far?
Dermatology is a good one.
Dermatology?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good one.
What is it, what's the business model? Like if I said, hey, I've got a brand that I want to test this on, what does that look like for me to, I guess, how easy is it for me with my roster of brands to test this? And then second, like what does pricing look like to actually be able to do this?
So today, because we're working mainly with mid-sized brand, we are on a SaaS model, you know. So the one that you know with a platform cost monthly. So
Yep.
let's say that we have many clients at the $249 price point per month, but then we put the limit, and the limit is the number of hours streaming per month. So we have and so this one is a flat fee. There's no commission. Okay, I would say, of course, that would not fit to your brand and not fit with you. So for agency and live streaming studio, we have a percentage on GMV. We have a processing fee, service and support, analytics, and so on. And so we have a very simple way of working. I mean, we take 4% of what's happening during the live stream, and that's all. And there's no setup fee, there's no platform fee, nothing at all.
Oh, for agencies, you're saying it's just a flat 4% fee?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So basically, got it. Basically, I'm taking that like 9% TikTok fee, I'm comparing it to your 4% fee,
Yeah.
and then there's nothing else. It's just
No.
there's no base fee or retainer or anything like that. It's
No.
just 4%.
I don't do that because the retainer is on your side, Matt. It's not on my side. So you use my tech, you stream, you process payment. Checkout on my tech, and for me it's 4%.
Okay.
Now, to answer to your first question is about how to test. I mean, you can download the app today. I put you on a test account. You're free to use as much as you wish, and you make your case with your client, and we move forward this way.
Got it. So the trial period doesn't really matter for me because I'm an agency, and so you're just taking 4%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. How risky is this shit? Like I think.
Where's the risk? Tell me what's the risk.
I think the risk is that like
The
our
risk-
brands are huge, so it's just like if it goes wrong or it's a bad experience, like it's gonna be horrible. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, okay. So then we need to enter a little bit more about the detail of our tech stack. So our streaming provider is Agora. Agora is the streaming provider of Whatnot. And so, we have the same bandwidth and the same streaming quality, copy paste. And Agora is based in the Bay Area. Our clouds, Microsoft Azure in the US, GCP in the US. Data points, MongoDB in the US. So
Yeah.
we have a pure, US based stack, working with the biggest name of the planet. The second thing is how many concurrency, viewer we can handle, because live streaming at certain point, the ceiling is, can you handle 10,000 concurrent viewer? Can you handle 100,000? Can you handle 2,000? So we've never been until 100,000. We've never been until 10,000 concurrent. We've been to 2,000 concurrent. 2,000 concurrent means globally 10,000 people during a 1 hour live stream.
Mhm.
And we haven't seen anything on our APIs.
Yeah.
Okay. But of course, I understand that I'm not TikTok. And so there's a confidence layer to build in between us. So
I
this,
the tech. I'm sure you guys have great tech. I think it's more like user error. Like, how do we effectively like make sure that we're testing this in the right way before we go live for the first time, or like maybe we're pushing a live stream at like 2 a.m. or something, just to make sure that like we kind of get the workflow down. What is I'm not. I should be more of an e-com guy. Actually, are you familiar with OpenStore?
Heard about them?
I used to. It's kind of a failed project, but I ran creative over there where I managed like 50 Shopify long tail brands there. Is there a way to push traffic? Is there a better way to push traffic to the site while you're live? Like on TikTok, right? Like there's ways to push traffic into the live stream. Would we basically just like we're basically just, you're beholden to how much traffic you have. Like the more traffic, the bigger of a company you are, the more people that are shopping D2C, the more that people are going to like convert on your site, right?
No, so until now, many brands, they're using Google Ads and Meta Ads to pull people to bring people to the live stream. It works well. Okay. But now the new layer is the live ads from Facebook. The thing is that live ads from Facebook is not pulling new audience back to your website. It's pulling audience to your on Facebook page. So this is different. And the thing that I don't know today, and probably you know well on TikTok, is that there's a spillover in between the audience that is on the TikTok shop and what spill towards the Shopify. But the question everybody has is, I will put 1,000 live ads onto Facebook. I will bring in 10,000 people to my Facebook page. How many of those 10,000 people, they will then be back on my Shopify? But I mean, the question is not really a question, because all the people that will be purchasing on Facebook will become your clients, because this is your Shopify checkout on Facebook.
Yeah. I mean, the thing I like about it is just like, it feels like if you push the stream on your own site, you've got a much more like high intent customer.
Right,
like that person is there because they want to shop, where on TikTok, they might be there for entertainment and get dragged into a live stream like discovery. Which I think like eBay probably does a good job of this with like their live streaming as well. Okay. And then any kind of like, I'm sure you know TikTok Shop and Live as well. Like, do you guys have any type of competing? Like, is there flash sale pricing?
Oh yeah. We launched let me show you that. It's an amazing one. We launched on Monday the flash sales, and suddenly everybody likes that very much. So you see here, you see my screen? You see the flash sales here? So that product is 60 watt, whatever. Okay. So on the fly, much better than TikTok. On the fly, I can, go for a 50% discount for the next 2 minutes. Are you ready, boys and girls? Bam. Okay. And then the product is on flash sale, and that flash sales does not reflect on the website. It's only private to the live stream. It's an amazing feature.
And do you have to set each one up manually, or can you like set a recurring flash sale?
You can. We launched yesterday on Monday, so we launched with a set of programmatic things, and based on our client feedback, we will iterate during this summertime to make the flash sales the way it should work. But you can prepare that ahead of going live, or you can do it on the fly.
So you can set up all your flash sales in advance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
That's the biggest complaint in TikTok, is the flash sale process is still very, very manual.
Yeah, so we try to smooth the things and to remove some frictions.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it sounds pretty interesting. For us, I guess it's just, have you worked with do you work with any agencies currently that are using this for their clients?
Not yet.
I'm trying to think about like how they charge for this. Have you gotten any feedback from brands on like how they're running live streams successfully? Like they're like what they're paying hosts, like how often they're generally going live. Like, are there any like metrics here on, I know you guys will always have like a case study on like, look at what this one seller did, but like in general, like, are there any more baseline stats around conversion and, stuff like that?
Yeah. The thing is that once you stay more than 1 hour on your D2C with the live streaming, the conversion is likely to be over 10%. Okay.
What is it normally?
On the website, it's 2%. On a D2C brand, it's 2%. Okay. Tuk-tuk each. and probably they're pouring millions to improve the UX and the UI of the navigation to get to 2.2%. So when you are live streaming, you are right to say that there's a lot of intent. Okay, but when people, they come to a live streaming on D2C, they have intent to purchase. They want to know probably better, but they have already their finger on the press checkout. And because they hear about the brand and they see the product, they can ask a question, they have an answer. Okay, so they check out. So the conversion is always better than 10%. And the second thing is how long the people stays in average on a live stream. On TikTok, it's less than a minute, probably less than a few seconds. On D2C, is more than 12 minutes. So you keep the attention of someone for more than 12 minutes in a single live session. So the thing that you convey about your brand and your product is a million times more important than what you do on TikTok.
Do you have where's your I know you're in New York. You don't have any team based in LA, do you?
No.
I'm wondering, like, given the current size, given that the current size of your brands are doing 500,000 to 10 million a year, and my brands, Avoid does 300 million a year. Hitch probably does $1 billion a year at this point. I wouldn't bring this to Dr. Squatch or Unilever yet. It's just going to be a lot of work to get that through. But given that they're massively bigger, if we could stand this up and bring these more like enterprise clients on here, would you consider doing some sort of commission split with me so that I could lower the cost of production for them so that they could more easily test this out?
So out of the 4% that I've been telling you, actually there's 1.5% which is the processing live streaming. There's 1.5% which are data analytics and campaign performance. And there's 1% for support and service. So what we do today and what we plan to do is on the first 1.5%, based on the volume, we will lower the cost based on the volume of GMV, which is going through our platform. So there's a possibility to negotiate something on the top of this 1.5%.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna you know, what'd be really helpful for me is to like kind of understand what traffic looks like on a lot of these sites, like as a baseline, the companies that currently do it. And then I can pull traffic numbers from all of our clients on what they're currently doing. And then we can kind of like look at this. And if you kind of tell me like where you think the middle ground is there, because like basically what I want to be here's what happens for me. Whatnot comes to me and they say, hey, you have all the brands we want. We're trying to do buy now. We're trying to do all these things. Like, can you bring your clients onto Whatnot? And what we will do is we'll pay all of your agency fees for 100 days at hundreds of dollars an hour for live streaming plus your retainers because they're incentivized to bring these people over to the platform. TikTok is doing the same thing with the top Whatnot sellers. They're going there and they're saying, hey, we'll pay all of your bills and costs to come over to TikTok because they want them on the platform. That makes it easy to get people in this model. I don't want to bring my brands to Whatnot because while I think it's a great platform, it cheapens the brands. It's more of a liquidation and clearance channel. And I think there's a huge win in being able to convert more people on their existing website. They're still going to find the discovery and awareness through TikTok, but like people who go there, raising that conversion rate is good. What I need to do is figure out how I basically offer them what Whatnot or TikTok offers each other, which is like, how do I de-risk this and make it cheap for you? And that's me providing these services to them in the beginning at like a low cost or a free cost, because my model is, you know, I'm charging people $10,000 and like $300 an hour for live streaming services at scale. So it's like, I cannot kind of duplicate my, like, here's a $50,000 to $100,000 bill a month, right? For live streaming. But if there's a way with this type of traffic to do that, it's a great way for us to kind of test it together and like see if it actually makes sense. And I do think that I could bring some of these brands to be open to kind of testing this.
So honestly, I removed the flat fee. So that's a no-brainer for you, and you don't have to commit, and your brand don't have. And by the way, if they pay $200 per month, it's nothing for them. But I removed that kind of flat fee to make everything percentage based. Now I have streaming cost it's hugely expensive. It's freaky expensive. And so I need to pay for that, and I need to make a little money to survive as well and to grow the company. So I can make an effort, but I will not cut by three this percentage. It's impossible. But again, it's performance based. So they make nothing, I get nothing. I take my risk for this part.
Oh, that makes sense to me, and trust me, as a bootstrap founder, I want you to make money. I'm just trying to think about how to bring them on, like, because otherwise, if I have to charge them tens of thousands of dollars, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to make sense for them either.
For me, the discussion would be okay, Kitch, how many millions you put per month on your Meta ads? Okay, is it 1 million per month, 2 million per month, 10 million per month? Okay, out of this million per month, can we isolate 50,000 K to start live ads on Facebook and to stream on Shopify and on Facebook as well, and make the machine on Meta works with live ads. And so what is the risk for them to allocate 50K out of 1 million or 2 million or X million? I don't know, by the way, but it's just a reallocation of resources that they already put into Meta. They know Meta. They have their Meta campaign manager. They have their metrics. They know their ROAS. They know everything. So the only conversation that I would have is, okay, can we bring the ROAS from 4 to 8 with live ads? Whatever your cost and whatever my cost. And if we can prove that within 3 or 4 times, the ROAS on Meta can be 8, you win, I win. And then it's not a question of how much retainer you take on your side, Matt, because they will pay you $1 million. If the ROAS on Meta is 8, they will pay you $1 million tomorrow morning.
Oh, makes sense. I understand that. For me, it's more just like how do you get people in to like test and be open to it. And honestly, like if you have enough, I mean, you don't even have to run. Like, first off, you're speaking my language. I come from like TV and broadcast, so it's really thinking about like, hey, we just spent $1 million a day on a commercial and like $10 million in media buys. You should definitely spend a couple $100,000 a month to be on live on TikTok all the time. So those conversations make sense to me. It's more just like getting them early on to like pay for these. But I think that even without the live ads, if you're saying it's going to increase conversion, live ads is flowing more traffic to the site. But if the site already has a healthy amount of traffic and you're not doing a live stream, you're saying you should see a big uptick in conversion just by running a live stream on that page, right? Okay, so step one for me is just like, hey, how do I actually like? Okay. Let me have conversations with a couple people. I will circle back. If there's anything else like you want to get me, let me know. But I probably have like 2 or 3 good brands that would be open to testing this. And we obviously have the infrastructure for it here. Yeah, you probably got to go. You're probably late to the next one. But I can give you a tour. I can give you a tour next time so you can come and see what kind of operation we're running around here.
I would love to see that. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Sounds good, man.
We stay in touch.
All right. Bye.
Ciao. Bye.